Testing. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. So, in today's episode of oddly satisfying craftable weapons in Destiny 2, gotta come up with a better name for that. Oh well. Anyway, in today's episode, we're going to be going over two weapons that are still farmable in game. They're from Neomuna, and that's going to be the Heavy Impact Frame, Philo Latex Spiral, and you can get you got your standard array of barrels on this. I mean, of course, the one I'm going to be using is not going to be optimally used, but this right here, it gets the arrowhead break, which gives a 100 per like a 100 recoil direction, making it pinpoint accurate. So let's just go with range. Appended mags. It's got under over, dealing bonus damage to targets with overshields, dealing a small amount of bonus damage to combatant shields. So if the target's got overshield, it deals bonus damage to that, and if the combatant just has a regular shield, it deals slightly more damage to that. And you can get under over, which is pretty cool. You got hipfire grip if you want to just run and gun this. You got compulsive reloader. Also works if you want to run, like, which one? Boop, something. Here we go, like, for example, the light mag, or even better, the flared, just running flared magwell with compulsive reloader will basically have you reloading pretty quick. You can also get shot swap, fire blows, build and store charge, which allows you to swap and stow this weapon at faster rates. You got tunnel vision, reloading after defeating a target greatly increases target acquisition and aim down sight speed for a short duration. You also got perfect float, being in combat for a moderate time increases airborne efficiency and reduces flinch until you are out of combat. And then you got good old keep away, which increases the reload, the range, and accuracy when no targets are in close proximity. So it's going to go with the under over. And then over here you also have elemental capacitor, increases stat based on the current equipped super, which works very well with the prismatic subclass. I mean, look at that reload speed buff it gets. Yep. So you could do that. You got harmony, final blows with other weapons, improve this weapon's damage and performance for a short duration, which is also pretty good boost in damage. But you do kind of need to get other kills with that weapon first, with other weapons first. Gut shot. Straight, aiming down sights increases body shot damage, decreases target acquisition, so that's good if you want to hit people from across the map, and I think it's a 2 burst most of the time when that happens. Then you got Frenzy, just an overall just straight damage boost. It'll just keep going as long as you're in combat. Once you're out of combat, the Frenzy goes away, of course. Head Seeker, body shots landed with this weapon increase precision damage and aim assist for a short time. Body shots landed while the perk is active, refreshes its time. And then you got kill clip. So if you really want to just go crazy with it, you can run the flared magwell with the compulsive reloader and kill clip just to have a constant damage boost. And you also have Volt Shot, which is reloading this weapon after defeating a target, overcharges the weapon for a short time, for a short period of time, causing it to jolt on its next hit. So that's pretty good weapon you can craft with Volt Shot. So let's go ahead, get this Spiral. And the next weapon we're going to discuss that's also farmable in Neomuna. Let me go ahead and equip this. So this is what the weapon looks like. pretty cool, pretty cool. And because it's from Neomuna, it's got the nanotech missiles. I'm sorry, yeah, nanotech tracker missile. Landing multiple hits turns your shot into a homing micro missile. My personal little headcanon is that the micro missile gets like. Okay, it's not letting me hide the menu again. That's kind of sucks, but like gets shot out of this little thing right here. And if we really wanted to do something with this, we can go ahead and give it that arrowhead break level of accuracy with this counterbalance stock, but you can also do your standard array of weapon mods that are not enhanced. And you got Sweaty Confetti, which is, well, a mod for these, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's just do that, because why not? Do I have any mementos? No. And Ultra Clean. I just love the way these Neomuna weapons look, by the way. If you have the, where is that shade? Not that one. Where is it? The RGB shader. This one. These change the colors, which is pretty cool. So we got that. The next weapon we're going to be building is in the special category. It's under sniper rifles, and it is the Volta Bracket. It's a strand special weapon. It's an aggressive frame, so it has high recoil but high damage. You can get your, obviously, your regular array of barrels. You have your polygonal rifling, rifling, yeah, extended barrel. You got your chamber compensator. You got the small bore. You have corkscrew rifling. You have full bore. You got your you got your hammered forge rifling, which is pretty good. Then of course you got your arrowhead break, which just turns into a laser beam. And then you also have your fluted barrel. So if anything, the best barrel to use on this might have to, well, it really depends on your playstyle, but I personally would prefer to corkscrew rifling, because you can just do that recoil direction with a mod. But since I don't have corkscrew rifling, I'll just go ahead and get polygonal rifling for the added stability. Then for magazines, you have steady rounds, you have alloyed magazine, you got flared magwell, appended mag, accurized rounds, extended mag, and tactical mag. And if anything, the only magazine you really need to worry about having is, well, personally, it's I think it's tactical mag is probably the best one to use. I mean, you can also use flared magwell as well, because they both do the exact same thing, except yeah, this one's slightly increased magazine size, but it doesn't show. So let's go with the good old-fashioned alloyed magazine. And this is why I said it doesn't really matter what magazine mod you pick. Why I suggested those that don't necessarily increase magazine capacity is because this gets subsistence. Defeating targets partially reloads this magazine from reserve, which is very useful. It's also very good on like weapons with hatchling, because the hatchling itself will also trigger subsistence, as well as basically any other weapon, like for example the auto rifle from the Pale Heart, the assistive frame or whatever it's called. No, what the frame of it is, the assistive frame. You know, the minigun basically. It can also get subsistence, and if you take out an entire group of Thrall, you have a massive magazine of over 100 rounds sometimes. But yeah, it also gets shoot to loot, so you could obviously shoot orbs of power to pick them up, shoot ammo bricks to pick them up, Automatically reloads all your equipped weapons from reserve, which is pretty cool. You also got Friendly Plant to increase the stability and handling when firing while crouched, which is a good way to use any sniper rifle if you ask me. You got Perfect Float, being in combat. You already read that. You also get Triple Tap, which is pretty good because you only have 3 bullets in the magazine, unless you go with one of these extendo mags that bump you up to 4, which is not necessarily necessary. You also got Envious Assassin, so this does have a few ammo-based mods for its traits, so really just go for what you want. I personally like to go with the Subsistence first, and then we're here in the empty trait slot. You got Under Pressure, improves stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower. You got Cascade Point, final blows or sustained precision hits with another weapon increase this weapon's rate of fire for a short period of time, which is pretty funny. You also get Hatchling with this one. Hatchling will also trigger Subsistence if the Hatchling kills the target. Precision Final Blows, which you want to do with this because it's a one-shot most of the time to the head. It's a one-shot precision most of the time. Or rapidly defeating targets with this weapon. Spawn a Threadling at the target's location. You also have Eye of the Storm. This weapon becomes more accurate and boosts handling as your health gets lower, which is fun. You got Explosive Payload. Projectiles create an area of effect detonation on impact, so that's good for staggering guardians and taking care of small groups of enemies. You also got Opening Shot, improves the range and accuracy of the opening shot of your attack. Then you also have Firing Line. This weapon deals increased precision damage when near 2 or more allies, so if you have like a little fire team of 3 and you want to go fight a boss, I mean, there's definitely better weapons to do like DPS and stuff like that, but if you want to be like the sniper if you want to do like a little sniper gameplay with your group where you're just 3 rogue snipers taking care of business, Firing Line is the one you want to go with because it's a pretty decent boost. And then of course, because it is a crafted weapon, like all the weapons I'll be showing, they obviously get the enhanced variants of each of these perks. So let's go ahead and equip Cascade Point. There we go. Dismiss. See, well, I guess counterbalance doesn't completely nullify that. Let's go with the... let's just go with the tactical mod on this. Go ahead and equip the Ultra Clean. I wonder what the... oh, so that's what the North looks like on that. There we go, Ultra Clean. So there we go. So let's go ahead and equip these 2 new weapons. Oh, and check out this roll I got on the something something. It's a pretty sick roll. I know this is kind of beside the point, but still, pretty good roll if you ask me. Especially since it's got 2 like damage boosting perks. Stopping Power. This weapon's kinetic ordnance can more easily stagger combatants and grants increased target acquisition and damage against low health targets with improved range. And I kind of have kinetic terms with that, but you can also run redirection so you can build up that damage, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's just like a little side thing. So I need to go get some more powerful weapons to infuse. I wonder if Zavala's selling any primaries. Portal. Talk to good old Zavala. There we go. Let's go talk to Zavala. Well, actually, wait, hold up. I did open up a bunch of those boxes, so. Oh yeah, I got some. Okay, no idea why that one dropped at 500, but there we go. Gonna go ahead and equip that. I'll be right back. I've been summoned by the mother unit. I will be right back. And I'm back. I had to take care of a few things real quick. So, we have this now leveled up. We got that leveled up. Before we go taking these weapons into a solo op, just on normal difficulty, because I don't feel like putting you guys through a slog of watching me go through something on a slightly higher difficulty where it won't be, you know, as optimal. But yeah. So yeah, you could get these weapons from Neomuna. This planet over here, Neptune, Neomuna. You can get them from completing public events, talking to Nimbus and trading in your engrams there, and on these, yeah, and in these Vex incursion zones, they have like a special mission you could go on, and that'll drop you a weapon. You know what? Let's actually go through one of those special missions with these two weapons we made. Who knows? Maybe we might get the next parts I need for one of the for either the iterative loop, which is another weapon you can get from Neomuna, and patterns special. I think it's under heavy. Yeah, or maybe I could get some parts for the dimensional whatever, the dimensional grenade launcher. This one is a wave frame, so, and I think that's all of them I kind of should get here. And this is the ship from the Dawning event pass. Whoa. I'm surprised to still see people working here. Well, I guess it makes sense, because there is a public event that happens in the Vex incursion zones where you get like a guaranteed exotic drop. Get everything a minute to load in. So let's go ahead, make our way into this portal. Start mission. Hard reset. Oh, it's this mission. This one's a pain. This one's just pain. Because it's kind of like a time trial too, so you have like very limited amount of time to get through it.
Nimbus, we've entered the Vex net, but there's no way forward.
Let me cross-check your position markers. Oh, there you are. I'll open a path for you. You're in the Vex net's quantum entangled pointer directory.
Any damage done to a pointer will be reflected on the data it's entangled with. Cloud Arc data, I presume.
Yep. And now that the Shadow Legion are invading the Vex net, they're planting bombs and destabilizing everything. If any bombs go off, build a destroy irreplaceable data in the Cloud Ark. Can we count on you to stop them?
We've got your back, Nimbus.
Probably not using the best vehicle for this because you do need to be speedy. And the Griffin has like the slowest speed out of everything, but therefore I can actually use it to take care of just simple mobs that are in front of me. But luckily, since I'm not going too fast, I'm actually able to hit these boosters real easily without overshooting them. Oh, sweet, so you get a time extension for killing these things. There we go.
Bomb
Give me a second. Okay. There we go. Oh, great. There we go.
Directory, the pointer ahead of you leads to a historical code repository by user M. Sundarish.
Maya Sundaraj? Of the Ishtar Collective?
The one and only. She was one of Beowulf's founders. Her code laid the city's foundations.
But that code must be centuries old. Surely it isn't still in use.
Of course not, but it's part of our history.
And you say I am obsessed with ancient history.
Okay, hold up. Let me get a different sparrow. You know, let me get one of these Dawning Sparrows. Wait, you know what? Let me get the Alpine Dash. I remember when they first brought the Alpine Dash out.
According to the directory, the pointer ahead of you leads to a historical code repository by user M. Sundarish.
Maya Sundaraj? Of the Ishtar Collective?
The one and only. She was one of Beowulf's founders. Her code laid the city's foundations.
But that code must be centuries old. Surely it isn't still in use.
Of course not, but it's part of our history.
Okay, well, let's get going. That was actually kind of embarrassing.
According to the directory, the pointer ahead of you leads to a historical code repository by user M. Sundarish.
Maya Sundaraj? Of the Ishtar Collective?
The one and only. She was one of Beowulf's founders. Her code laid the city's foundations.
But that code must be centuries old. Surely it isn't still in use.
Of course not, but it's part of our history.
And you say I
There we go. That was hilarious. There we go.
This pointer is for a collection of Sundaresh's personal logs, authentication keys and all.
The Guardian is risking their life for diary entries? I was expecting something more important.
They are important.
There we go. $190. Okay, so why is this one so much slower? There we go. We're almost there. We have plenty of time. That's fine. Don't worry about it. There we go. And now we got the boss to deal with.
I think we found our bomb setter. found our bomb setter.
I'm reading another explosive signature.
It must have some kind of fail-safe arming mechanism. Guardian, defuse it quickly.
That Shadow Legionnaire won't be planting any more bombs.
Data integrity checks look good across the board. What a relief.
This data, it isn't of immediate use, but it's...
Oh, nice, a round robin.
We can always rebuild. But Rohan used to say, if we lose sight of where we came from, whatever we built wouldn't be Neomuna anymore.
I see. Your memories, your history, makes you who you are.
So yeah, that's this little review. I mean, I know it was a little longer than my other one, but not by much. But that's also because I took you through a mission on Neomuna, which is a place where you can get these craftable weapons. One of the craftable weapons, as you see, is the round robin, and I'll be covering that one next time. But yeah, this is just like one of the rolls you can get with it. Pretty cool. So gotta go ahead, destroy that. How did I end up getting more experience with this than with this? Anyway, that's where I'm gonna call it. I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, hello, soft one. Yeah, like I said, subsistence, or whatever the name of that perk is pretty broken, especially on heavy impact frame weapons that are like a guaranteed like crit kill if you hit the right spot. So yep, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and y'all have a nice day. Goodbye.